What's up, guys? Path of Exile 2 has a lot of mechanics in the game, and understanding them will make your character stronger and richer. Now, before I really get into it, I'm going to explain modifiers on items for anyone who doesn't know what those are or how they work. Almost every item in Path of Exile has modifiers on it. Modifiers are on armor, weapons, flasks, charms, waystones. You get the picture. To keep this short, we're only going to focus on what Path of Exile calls explicit modifiers. These are what most people playing would call normal modifiers. You can find these in the main section of most items. These modifiers are split into prefixes and suffixes, which are there to separate the mods into two groups. For most items, they can have a total of 6 explicit modifiers, 3 prefixes, and 3 suffixes. The kinds of mods that can roll in the prefixes of an item are completely different than the ones that can roll in the suffixes. For example, fire, cold, and lightning resist can only roll in the suffixes of an item, while something like spell damage can only roll in the prefixes of the item. Now I know what you're thinking. Why is it important to understand? Who cares? I'll just exalt slam my items and get something good. You need to stop thinking and listen right now for everyone's safety. Knowing when it's good to exalt slam an item is honestly 50% of making good money trading in Path of Exile 2. If you understand what modifiers an item has room for, then you'll know how much money a good exalt slam could make you. Here's an example. If a pair of gloves has 3 suffixes and you're hoping that your exalt slam will add a resist or an attribute like dex or strength, you're just going to end up wasting an exalt because that item has a 0% chance of rolling either of those with an exalt. Modifiers also have tiers to them, which is just how high each modifier can roll. You can see this to the right of each modifier by holding the Alt key on an item if you're on PC. And on consoles, I think you press down one of the control sticks. I think it's the left one. Tier 1 is the lowest tier possible for a mod. The highest tier possible depends on the modifier. As you can see here, tier 1 life on a body armor can roll between 7 and 10 life on it, while tier 8 can roll between 100 and 119. Mods on jewels, flasks, and waystones don't have tiers, or rather they only have one tier. So you won't have to worry about a stronger modifier roll on these items. You can tell they don't have a tier by seeing the U next to the modifier when you hold the Alt key. And if you like the video so far, please be sure to give it a little like, comment, and subscribe. The end game in Path of Exile 2 is based on waystones. Those are basically zones that you make yourself and you clear. Waystones can also roll modifiers on them, and the prefixes and suffixes are extremely important to understand. They also don't have tiers, so you won't have to worry about that. Let's get into it. The prefixes on a waystone are always good and will never make the monsters stronger in your maps. These are mods like quantity and rarity of items or additional packs of monsters. On the other hand, the suffixes on a waystone are always bad. They will make monsters in your map stronger or make the maps difficult in some other way. These are mods like extra monster damage as chaos or monsters poisoning on hit. The caveat is that suffixes do give you increased waystone drop chance, which if you're low on waystones like a lot of us are, you will end up running suffixes. And since you can only have 3 prefixes and 3 suffixes on a waystone, you know that a waystone with 3 full suffixes can never get more dangerous when you slam it with an exalt. This basically means that if you see a map like this that has 3 suffixes, you are 100% safe to exalt it. Exalting it will give you more positive modifiers on the waystones because you only can get prefixes, leading to a ton more loot. And on the flip side, if a waystone has 3 full prefixes, it's at its maximum juiciness. The only thing that you would get from adding modifiers to a waystone like this is additional waystone drop chance and a map that might one-shot your character. And this is just because the suffixes can be so dangerous. Once you start paying attention to the prefixes and suffixes on your Waystone, you'll be able to start running safe, lucrative maps when it counts, and run more dangerous maps when you have to farm Waystones. And that's all, guys. Let me know if you think I missed anything big here in the comments down below. I am always looking for little things to make PoE2 easier for people. Be sure to like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. And if you want to see more of me, I stream at twitch.tv/LPFlea around 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for watching.